Welcome back to another episode of Lego Star Wars the video game. In the last episode, we managed to beat free play and get all the mini kits in episode 2, and in this episode, we're gonna get all the mini kits in episode 3. Now, yeah, unfortunately, we do have to do all the levels in here, so might as well do them. So, switch up to the characters we're gonna pick, and okay, actually, that's not the level that I wanted to go. It's the second level, which we only have to get 2 minikits. So let's get to it. Now, I think most of them are gonna be hitting inside from purple droid panels, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, actually, no, I lied. There's one over here. So yeah, we just have to proceed with the level as intended. So let's get to it. I guess again. Just remove this because yes, and we don't have to deal with them. We can actually create a shortcut over here now that we have R2 at our disposal. So we wait for this to go down anytime, and then we switch to our force character. Get attacked by 6 million droids. You know what? That's it. I'm going racist. It's not that I'm actually going racist. It's when it, like how it's a figure of speech, so to speak. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna open one of these, and that hopefully will contain a mini kit for us. So we do this, and yeah, there it is, the final mini kit. So now we have to go and beat out the level. Actually, before we do that, let's take care of the droids first because they can be annoying. There you go. Put it in masses so that we don't have to deal with them. Sorry, eliminate them quicker rather than to use a plastic character. Even though plastic characters are easier to use. So we do this and then explode this to create a shortcut to get to the room where we fought the Dooku. Um, uh, yes. So we do that and then switch characters, but do that again because I got greedy on there. So okay, can I get into the room, please? So we only have to bother dealing with Dooku. Or not. Okay, no, yeah, we do. So we go upstairs to deal with him again. So let's see if the force can actually go over here or not. Can you switch, please? Come on. Come on. I need for Dooku to be over here so that I can easily switch. There you go. So we do this, and then we deplete again with all these droids that are coming for our ass. So, okay. Switch this, and we kill Dooku. So now we get out of here. Alright, see ya. Okay, yeah, we do have all of them. Okay, just double checking. And we have to escape from this. Not from the city, though. Let's see. To be straightforward at this point. This controller drift is being so bad right now. This this boss are not that bad now that we can switch in between characters. So we do this, and then this again. So globs it all because why not? And we get across here. And then we have to deal with the Magna Guards again, like we did last time. But this time we don't have to worry about them uh, killing all killing ourselves. So we switch both of the players to a Sith character so that we may be able to uh, trigger the switch at the same time. Like that. So we do this, and that should be the end of the level. Alright, so then we go ahead to the Grievous level, which is not that long. Now, shifting between levels. Fortunately, the levels we do have remaining are long, and the only two short levels are this one and the final level, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, we kind of switch to our Sith character, and before we start before we blow the debris on Grievous, we're gonna make our way over here so that we get these two minikits, and then die with Jar Jar. Alright, there you go. So now we have 7 minikits out of the 10. So we do that, and then we switch again to our lightsaber user. And then we make our way all the way back there to keep depleting his HP. Like that. And then we switch to a blaster character so that we can blow up that. You know what? I'm just gonna recalibrate this control. I think that's good. Okay, there you go. So what we're gonna do is to assemble this so that we have an easier time to dealing with this guy later on. Then we get down here, so that way we can get back. And apparently that did not count as a hit, because I got this crypto that he just goes up over there with 3 hearts remaining. So let's see. Now that we are in free play, with after we blow up with our blaster character, instead of going down there to end up with Grievous, what we can do is we switch to a hover character, a character that can hover, and then get this minikit, including the one that's over here, and then we get access to this room that you can only get through free play. So we need to detonate these bombs. So that way it'll open up the sender and grant us the final minikit on the level. And since we have invincibility, we don't have to bother about dying every single time. And we're almost done, just like that. So I think the standard. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. You actually have to pull this lever. So I thought But for a moment, you actually have to step on the landmines that were inside the level. But no, you actually have to do this, and yeah, we got all the mini kits, so I think we can land on style. And when I mean land on style, just use that and then end up dying in the process because I get the gravity. All right, so let's do it intentional way as the game wanted me to do it. I I suck. Let's see if we can make it like this, and yes, we can. And that's the end of the level. So then go to the defense of Kashyyyk. Oh boy. We got half of the amount of minikits that we need to collect on this level. So hopefully we don't take too much on this level. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna switch to a lightsaber user. And before we get to the Order 66 cutscene, we're gonna make a detour over here to get a mini kit. Since we have a like of a dark side user with us. Just like that. And we got our sixth mini kit. So we're gonna switch to a blaster character to deal with these guys over here. And since there's no cutscene, we just have that trigger automatically. They don't have a sound when they die. So we activate this so that we get to proceed in rescuing the Wookiees. There's kind of anticlimactic that we just have to go again and do all this crap from like beginning to end. Which, you know, it's kind of unnecessary. Yeah, that says actually, okay, can I please? Okay, so this is not going anywhere in particular. Okay, actually, yeah, that's a mini kit. So we now have 7 mini kits acquired in this level. So we go over here, and I think since we have a character with a long, actually no, this is where I committed a stupidity and it ended up doing it again because, you know, why not? Alright, let's deal with this guy's auras will be annoying. There's a ton of them. See, this is what happens when you ignore most of them. So we create this. And then we have to rescue the last Wookiee. Really isn't anything for me to talk about. Like, I'm just repeating the same process that I did on when I played through this in story mode. Just to have like constant commentary, but also trying to avoid copyright claims because you know this music because of all this game soundtracks is just copyrighted uh music. Like get back because I think I may be missing a collectible if I'm not mistaken. Uh, yeah, I think that may be the case actually. So why the hell is it the aggro music? Uh, did I actually miss anything here? Okay, we got 5 minikits. I'm trying to remember it if I ended up missing something or not. Right now, this is the way we came from. Yeah, I'm trying to backtrack to see if there's anything that I missed out on. Probably did. Which is a bit of a problem. Oh, we can actually destroy this. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I can do right now. We did get that. I know that. I know where two minikits are, but I don't know what the last one is. That's a bit unfortunate. Trying to remember on top of my head where it could be at. I get rid of this guy because he can be annoying. I really don't know. I don't remember it on top of my head. Because I do have 7. Probably gonna be over here. I know one of them is here. Probably not one of the carrots. Dude, can I please? Alright, let's get up over here so that, okay, we need to switch to a hover character. Let's get over here to take cover of that guy because it can be annoying to deal with. Come on! You know what? I'm not gonna bother with you because this game is so annoying. Why are there so many enemies on this way? Like this is not normal. Like this is actually very infuriating. Let's see if we can. And then, come on, activate that thing. Actually, I can actually show this up because of it. So we double jump over here and then make ourselves here. That was a weird thing. I know there was a mini kit here in Complete Saga where you actually have to get over there. So, for example, it was right on top of one of these guys, but I don't remember where it is at. This might be a problem actually. Now that I don't know where that minikit might be. Mm. I understand, game. I understand. And then we switch to this guy over here. Think I'm maybe missing out plain sight. I don't know. Like how many hits does it take? Probably 10 or something. There's so many enemies over here. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Alright, there you go. So we make our way over here and destroying the boulders on our way. There was a mini kit over here. I really hate this level. I really hate that I have to do it again. Um, yeah, it's unfortunate that I have to do it again. At least I don't get hit on the process. At least it does get triggered by that, so that's good. Get the thing. There you go, and then we trigger this. And just like that, it'll be the end of the level. We have to do this thing all over again. We're not gonna save this time because of that. Alright, so I'll probably just do um some research to see where the hell is that one because I really cannot remember what for the life of me where is it at. So whenever I find it, I'll put it back on screen and say like, "Hey, I found this." So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I actually had to look on YouTube on the final making, and yes, we actually have to do the carrots. Now, for some reason, I ended up skipping this on story mode, but yeah, actually, the second one is actually very hard because of the amount of enemies. Like, thankfully, because of that guide that I found on YouTube, it actually helped me to figure out a strategy on how to get that carrot in particular. So we're just gonna deal with these enemies, and it's this one over here. So we're just gonna let pass all the droids. Trailer just switch to this guy, and then try to raise the carrot. Okay. See if they don't aggro over here, so that way they just keep on passing. There are just too many of them. Jesus Christ. I switched to Sith character. You know what? I'm just gonna disable invincibility. You know what? Okay, let's just do this again. There's too many of them. Holy shit. That way we can have an easier time. I got it. Okay, there you go. That's how you do it. Okay, let's turn back on invincibility. And then use this bridge over here, and then activate the care that's over here. It's one. It has to be one of this. No, it's this one then. Okay, we got it. So we have to make all the way back to the where we came from and get that minikit. Now, thankfully, we just have to go all the way to the end of the level and just beat it. So I'll catch you later. Alright, so after beating the level again, I ended up getting all the minikits here. And so we're gonna go on to the fifth level, which we got half of the minikits. Now, hopefully, this time we don't miss any of them like we did on the fourth level. I have to redo all that shit again. So let's do it. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of this guys first. And then we'll switch to our force user. So that way, we then switch to Jar Jar. And then we get that mini kit. There's a couple of stuff we need to do here. So let's see. I know there's one more over here. Just I need to know actually, can you get this like this? No, we do need one more. Okay, that's the one over here. So we then switch to Jar Jar and then get this. So now we switch to a blaster character because there is a grappling hook nearby. So we get here. And there's gonna be yet another mini kit. Where's the grab? And it's right over here. So we have to destroy the glass. So now we have 7. So we use the force, and now before I get into that, I'm just gonna destroy it because it gives out a ton of studs. So that's pretty helpful, at least. Alright, so now that we're inside the Jedi Temple, we now get to focus on getting to the next room since there really isn't anything that important in here. As the final 3 minikits are gonna be on that room. So we get the staircase and then switch to a blaster character, so we get to deal pretty easily with the clone troopers. As you know, lightsaber combat is very slow in this game, and in Lego Star Wars 2 because and Complete Saga as well. Right, so now we take care of this guy with a blaster character. Then we open up with this. Alright, so now that we're here, we're get to destroy these guys pretty easily, and I think there really is anything to do with this other than getting blue studs, which is uh nice if we want to get everything. Alright, so we go over here, and there really isn't anything other than more studs. And here as well, yeah, this is all bonus at the end of the day. So let's see. So now that we're taking care of that, it really isn't anything. Though, probably you could say that in an eventual level there could be a minikit that's well hidden. So uh, I know here there's gonna be a minikit that we didn't get because it's locked to high jump, and since we have Jar Jar, it's very easy to get that. So we make ourselves to the next puzzle. Now we have to activate a panel so that it removes the barrier. Or it failed miserably. and just did a go backflip. This activates diagonally, but not gonna matter. And since we have Jar Jar, then we can also get on that platform as well. So that we get to access to the other parts of the room that are on the left side. Let's do this again because I suck at platforming like this. So we do it like this, and there's a mini kit that's over there. So we have to land over here, and then with C3PO we activate that, and then we create a platform that we can use. Let's switch to Jar Jar. Come on. Oh, barely made that. So we have to light up these panels so that we can get that last mini kit. We fell. Okay. Then get the last one. Okay, this time I failed. Like that. So that thing is gonna lower down, and we are now able to get the last mini kit that's in the level. So good thing we didn't miss any of them this time around. Alright, so we make our way over here, and then with Jar Jar we double jump, and then didn't have enough range for that, but we still managed to get it on the second try. So I'll switch to a blaster character so that we deal with those clone troopers that are over here. And then we use a force character so that they use the projection. And now we get to play the final level of the game. Well, from the main story, that is. Which is Darth Vader, but I went in full circle. I never noticed it's actually a circle. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so we have 8 of them, so we don't have to make that much progress in here. So, yes. And I exactly know where those final 2 minikits are. To avoid dying in the process because we have to restart all over again like how I did when I was playing story mode. Like that. And then now that we're on this room, then we use this bonus to give us more time on here. And over here we switch to R2. So that way we get access to the, our 9th mini kit. So in Complete Saga's room it actually serves for the red brick. Fun fact. Go over here to get more blue studs so that way we have enough to purchase a ton of things. And we're good on time. So our objective here is to get to the to the platforming area because there's the last mini. So we're going fast because is there anything? Okay, we ended up dying in the process. Let's see if our player 2 here decides to cooperate this time. Alright, I got greedy there. That's nice. So we make ourselves. It's kind of funny playing through these levels and just hearing the music from the original trilogy. So hearing this from episode 6 is kind of funny, knowing the moment that we are in the movie. Jesus Christ, that was a very loud explosion. Alright, so we make ourselves to the right because there is a mini kit that's over here, like that, and let's see if we can make it through. We did not. Alright, so this time I'm gonna only go with forward 2 to see if I am able to make it. And we were barely able to do it. Alright. I don't think you're supposed to get to that platform to actually do the boss fight, so we have to do it the normal way then. So let's see. There really isn't anything for us to do right now, and other yeah. This struggle in this episode, I had to redo 3-4, and then on the when we did replay in Phantom Menace, I had that same mistake. So this guy is not able to harm us because we have the invincibility cheat code. So there's no way we'll be able to lose this fight. Or yes, because he ended up pushing me. So I think doing it like this is faster. And just finally beat the final level of the main story. So we now have all the mini kits in the game. Alright, so the only thing that we have left to do in this game is the bonus level. However, we're not gonna do it in this episode. And it's whole. Now it's not like a big level, but it's more like a sneak peek to Lego Star Wars 2, since that game is based around the original trilogy. And yeah, that is gonna be it for this episode. And in the next episode, we're gonna do the bonus level, including the what's remaining on the game. That's including unlocking everything as well as different stuff. Like for example, if we happen to use cheats to get 100% completion, but we'll see about that. So anyway, see you and take care.